Status direkte. Ok.
Det står jo...
Vi er live.
Jeg finner ikke her, men det står her. Det betyr live.
Jeg tror det. Du skal ikke trenge å være her inne da. Ja.
Der er vi.
Da er vi laget. Alright.
Herregud, den legger. Hvor er det? Skjønner ikke hva den finner. Og der.
Ok, den er good.
Nå er det oppe. Ok.
Ja, nå kan vi lukke ned den. Og så... Ja, kan du sikkert sette i gang.
Ok. Kan du bare krysse ut av den der, greit, eller?
Bare skriv... jeg kan bare skrive kjapt. Nei, den her må være åpen.
Det må jeg ha oppe?
Jeg tror det.
Ok.
Jeg er litt usikker, men jeg tror det. Vi har den oppe bare for å være sikker. Jeg skal bare gå inn på livestreamen, og så...
Det er sånn 5-6 lag.
Jeg vet. Det var med Alex, så prøv å høre på den. Det skal bli jævlig irriterende.
Ikke hør på den?
Jo, prøv å høre på den.
Ja. Men skal jeg si kommentaren høyt for?
Ja.
Ok. Da er det på Twitter også, eller? Hva er bestanden? Er det bestanden her?
Synes ikke det er sånn Twitter. Jeg har på lyden, så var det bare sånn Twitter.
Hva skal jeg se på egentlig? Skal jeg se på meg selv liksom, eller?
Jeg skjønner ikke hvor du finner den på Twitter. Der, ja.
Okay, sorry guys, we just had a couple of technical issues. Can you close the door? Thanks. But yeah, okay, we should be live on YouTube and Twitter now.
Nå hører jeg bakgrunnen din og fjerner lydsikkert for lyden.
Okay, går det til den da?
For nå får jeg 3 lyder inn liksom.
What about now? How's the audio now? Is it working, guys? Working? All right. Okay, so yeah, sorry about the delay. And welcome to my first ever live stream. So, all right. Are there any people in listening?
Yeah, sorry about the delay.
Yeah, are there any people like listening to us right now? Or?
There's 5.
5, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so like the main plan was to have this live stream with Oddshero, but because of some issues, we're going to do it with Trademate Sports instead. But yeah, I got some key points about what to cover on this live stream. So I'm going to start off by talking about my experience with Oddshero, Trademate Sports, match betting, value betting, and so on. And I will also talk about, like, is it really that easy to make money on match betting as we say it is? I'm gonna go through the blog on Oddshero and like show you guys some of the coolest articles.
There's some echo. Someone is playing live stream in the background, so it's a bit hard to hear you. I'm not sure where that is.
Okay. Maybe if I do.
You need to like mute that one.
Does it stop on Twitter then? What about now?
It's still on Twitter. And
Yeah, how's the audio? Okay, so hopefully the audio are working now. Just let me know if it still sucks. Okay. Great. Yeah, okay. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna take you through the blog if you didn't hear that, and hopefully I'll get some bets in the end and show you guys some live betting. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Joachim, 22 years old, been working with Trademate and Oddshero for what, half a year now? Yeah, 6 months. So yeah, and before I got here I knew nothing about betting, knew nothing about like the betting terms like value betting, match betting. I didn't even know what accumulators were. So yeah, the only thing I knew was that if you bet on Manchester United to win every game, you will lose money in the long run. That's the only thing I knew. But yeah, so that was just a quick backstory. And if you guys haven't heard of match betting, I suggest that you go into the Oddshero YouTube account or Oddshero software to check out like what it is. What I'm going to talk about is it really that easy as we say it is to make money? Because in theory it's really easy. It's basically risk-free, right? You just turn over the bookmaker's bonuses by placing one bet with the soft bookmaker and another bet against yourself. In reality, it's kind of the same, but due to like human errors, because you need to stay focused, you need to stay concentrated, and if you don't do that, it could be so easy to make mistakes. Like for example, my first ever match bet. By the way, if you got any questions or comments or whatsoever, just we're doing the Q&A as we go, and I got Maria by my side. She will read out the questions, and yeah.
We already have one question.
Awesome.
How much money have you made from Trademate? In total.
From Trademate? Okay, I can actually go into my Trademate account and look. So I had a really low starting bankroll, to be honest. I started out with 1,200 euros. I have increased that since then because of my match betting journey. But my total profit with Trademate Sports is currently 6,246 Norwegian kroners. So yeah, what's that? Bit over 600 euros. Yeah.
And have you made any mistakes with Trademate?
Yeah, well, my biggest mistake was that I started out with a really low bankroll and just like tried to get to know the software, so I placed a lot of bets. I think I had like 700-800 bets, but only like 1,000 kroners in profit, like a bit over 100 euros. So if I had started straight away with a like higher bankroll, I would have made a lot more money. And since it's competition in July, we got a Trademate Sports competition that we need to place a minimum of 500 bets, and the main goal is to get like the highest average closing edge. So I was betting on everything on William Hill, made a lot of money as well, but after only 57 trades they limited me, so I can't bet on anything there. So yeah, that's really annoying.
Okay, we have another question from Jasrai. He's asking about the profit that you're talking about. Over what time was that profit made? Like, how long did you spend earning that profit?
Yeah, on Trademate Sports?
Yeah.
So I started out betting like with a small amount in February, and then was betting the entire February. As I said, got like 600-700 trades, but only a bit over 1,000 kroner profit. And then we got the Corona, so I didn't bet like throughout the entire Corona. And now I've been betting since the end of May, middle of May, so a bit over 2 months. So altogether I've been betting for 3 months. Yeah, and I made a bit over 6,000 Norwegian kroners, so a bit over 600 euros, which is alright.
We actually have another question. I'm sorry you can't continue, but
no, it's fine.
Håkon is asking, how many bookies are you currently placing bets on, and why not more and why not fewer? Why that amount?
Okay, so we can actually try to, let me see, if I do like this, can you see my screen now? Just a bit of a delay here, so just hold on. Yeah, awesome. So this is actually my Trademate dashboard. So as you can see, I've been betting with all of these bookmakers. The one I've been getting the most trades with is Unibet. I've been placing a lot with Coolbet, NordicBet, Bet365, William Hill, Betsson, 888 Sports, Norsk Tipping, and Betway. I'm currently limited from William Hill, and I don't think I can place any more bets on tennis with Bet365. But I have chosen this like bookmakers because those are the ones I can get like the most trades in with, since I'm a Norwegian citizen. So yeah, that's it basically. And I feel like it's better to have more money on one bookmaker rather than have like 30 bookmakers with a small bankroll on each one. Because because there's so much variance in this value betting technique. So I mean, if it goes down and you lose like money on 15 of those bookmakers, then it's gonna be harder to get it up again. So I'd rather have a lot of money on a few bookmakers, and that's why.
Yeah, Oddshero is commenting that you actually have a really big average ROI. So if you had started with a bigger bankroll, you probably would have made a lot more. Yeah,
that's what I tried to say. So I got an average ROI of 8%, which is really, really good. We can actually go into the analytics part here. So yeah, my average ROI is 8%. My flat ROI is 1.8%, but that doesn't have too much to say. So it's ROI and of course average closing edge that got something to say. And that's currently at 3.4%, which is pretty decent. It's pretty good. Any more questions or continue my story?
No, we're good.
Okay, awesome. So where was I? So yeah, I was telling about, I didn't know too much about like sports betting terms, and then I started with Oddshero, with match betting. And if you stay focused and concentrated when you're doing match betting, it's a genius way to increase your bankroll. So my biggest tip is that if you have a low starting bankroll, which I did, which was only 1200 euros, sorry, then I recommend that you go into match betting and Oddshero, increase your bankroll by turning over bonuses on I don't know, 5, 6 bookmakers, and then you can take that entire bankroll over to Trademate Sports, and then it's so much easier to make money. Because, yeah, as you can see, my average ROI is 8%. So if I had started with like, I don't know, 100,000 Norwegian kroners instead, I would have made a lot more. I'm not gonna go and try to calculate that.
We actually have 2 more questions. Do you want to take them now?
Yeah, sure.
Just Wright's asking, how do you cope with losing runs / trades?
I mean, if I go into my trades here, you can see that it's a lot of up and downs. So even though like you lose a lot of money at a short period of time, just know that that's a part of the variance, so it's gonna turn around. It's not so clear to see here, but I've also been running like quite bad, but it's the closing expected value that you need to look at. Right now I'm running like really good, so I'm a bit lucky, but eventually the more bets you place, that's gonna like get closer to the closing expected value. So yeah, you just need to see this as a long-term game and try not to worry about like too much about the losing streaks, because that's gonna happen.
And lastly, what are the biggest pitfalls when you value bet?
Well, that's the fact that you can get limited quite fast. So there's a couple of techniques that you can use. They're all in the Trademate Sports blog, but try to just bet on recommended leagues and all that stuff, and try to like just get as much value as you can before you get limited. And obviously when you get limited, there's not too much you can do, but then you can take that entire bankroll once again and try to bet on the Asian markets with Trademate Sports Pro. Of course that's more expensive, but you're not gonna get limited, at least. So yeah, that's a bit about me, a bit about match betting, value betting. Oh yeah, so I need to turn that off. Now you saw my script. Awesome, right? Okay, yeah, so what else? Anything else there? No, I can show you the Oddshero software. You just have to excuse me, guys, it's my first ever live stream, so you're witnessing history here. But anyways, if I go into the Oddshero blog and then I share my screen once again, here we go. So yeah, this is the blog. If you want to like learn how to do match betting in your country, you can just check out the country guide. We have written a bunch of articles about how to do match betting in your country. So yeah, I think the Canada one is the latest you wrote, Maria. Yeah, awesome. But my favorite article series on the Oddshero blog is without a doubt the 5 people who got rich from sports betting. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Is that how you say it? Yeah. But yeah, my favorite person is definitely Ben Parley Pats. Not because he's such a cool guy, but because he's yeah, a pretty special guy. Just like a quick story about him. He's made a lot of money on accumulators. So as you can see here, in just like 2 weeks and 6 parlay bets, he ended up with a revenue of almost $1 million, which is insane. But when he loses, he's not that nice to put it softly. So he's facing 5 years in prison currently. He might be in prison right now. I don't know that. But anyways, he allegedly sent out like 18 messages from his own Instagram, as well as like several hundred messages from other accounts, where he threatened athletes and their family when they cost him money. And those messages were stuff like, "I will enter your home and sleep as you sleep and kill you. I will gas your daughters and sever their throats with a dull knife. I will brutally rape and murder your family." Those kind of stuff. So yeah, sound like a nice guy. Let me see. And yeah, so make sure to check out the Oddshero blog as well. There's a lot of good content there. Other than that, my overall experience with Oddshero and Trademate Sports during these 6 months. This is my last week, by the way. Really sad. So it's been a great experience. I've learned so much about betting, like betting terms, and yeah, especially the most important thing I've learned is how to beat the bookmakers, which Trademate Sports and Oddshero is all about.
And then there's Sima saying that the taxes are high in my country, 30%, so difficult to make profits. But another one has asked which country that is, and we still don't know, so can't really say anything. But
yeah, I know at least for Norway, I think it's like when you make a single bet that gives you a profit above 10,000 Norwegian kroners, like 1,000 euros, you're gonna have to tax 22% of that, I think. But as long as you make like 9,999 Norwegian kroners instead, you don't have to tax. So I think that's the rule in Norway.
yeah, and Jazz is saying that in UK we have no taxes on profits, so I guess it depends on your country, and if you have any specific questions you can.
Yeah, definitely. We also got some articles inside the Trademate Sports blog where we explain how to do sports betting in a couple of different countries, and among those we cover UK. So yeah, completely correct, no taxes in the UK. So if you're not sure about like the sports betting rules in your country, you could either send us a chat in the customer support part, or try and see if you find any of those articles. Yeah. Anything else? No. Okay. But yeah, mostly this live stream was for me to tell you guys about my experience with Oddshero and Trademate Sports. Great place, great employees, and I've learned a lot. And as I said, it's my first ever live stream, so I wanted to check it out and try it for myself. It went like that, but yeah, at least I've tried it now. So hope you guys didn't think it was too bad. I mean, if there's not any more questions.
It's lagging a bit, so just wait like 30 seconds.
Yeah. If there's not any more questions, I'm gonna give it like 2 minutes, because I don't have anything more to say, to be honest.
What are you up to now after this? Like not today, but after this job.
After this job, I'm gonna continue my studies. Do people care about what I'm gonna do?
Are you gonna continue with Trademate?
I'm gonna absolutely continue with Trademate until all my all the bookies limit my account. I'm gonna extract as much value as possible, and then I'm of course gonna take that bankroll and use Trademate Sports Pro, because I know there's a lot of money to be made there. Just check out like our competition, which we are currently doing. Then you can see like the stats from a couple of our users throughout July, and those are pretty impressive.
What are your best tips for beginners in Trademate Sports?
My best tip is definitely to check out the blog and try to learn as much as possible on value betting, and start with like as high bankroll as you can, and just know that there's a lot of variance. So if you do not make money like the first 2-3 weeks or anything like that, just know that it will go up again. Like we say in Trademate, you can't really judge our software before you place like 1,000 trades at least. So yeah, just put in the work.
We do have some questions, or at least some comments. Jasra is saying that I'm an accountant working at PwC, but will be leaving work soon to become a full-time gambler, which I have been doing on the side for over 15 years. I'll definitely check out Trademate. Sounds good.
Yeah, awesome. That's really, really cool.
And then Alex is asking, are you going to be able to reach the 500 trade milestone for the competition?
Right now, if I go into my... let me see. If I go into my Trademate account and analytics part, we can check all my trades for July. So we'll see, Alex. I'm currently at 365 trades, so I need to place 135 trades in 3 days. So yeah, I'm absolutely gonna reach that milestone, Alex. What a stupid question. Yeah. So yeah, nothing more.
Not right now.
Great experience. Learned a lot. Hopefully I will be able to do a live stream like later in my life. It's gonna be so much better. But I think it went alright. Leave a comment about what you think. And
Alex is challenging you to play some live bets for us right now.
okay. Let's see. We can try to do that. Can you see my screen now? Let's just go into trade feed. Oh, there's a couple of trades here. Let's try that one with Unibet. Asian handicap minus 2.5 on Oakland. Recommended stake is 75 Norwegian kroners. We can try that. Log in. Might get some live trades in. That's awesome. Minus 2.5 Oakland, correct? Yep. 75. I try to keep the number as round as possible, because that's one of the techniques to not get limited as fast. Yeah, and there you go. That was one trade. So that's how easy it is, guys, to get in trades. And as you can see, there's a lot of games on right now. But yeah, hope you like that, Alex. Yeah.
As Alex is saying, hope Unibet isn't watching.
I hope to.
Right.
Yeah, but no, I mean, that's it. I'm not gonna drag this any longer, because then it's gonna be pretty boring. But I hope you guys liked it, and if you are still not sure about Trademate Sports, try 1 week for free, and then you can see for yourself. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys.